Alright besties, I am back to film the third part. I accidentally deleted the last video like an idiot, so now I'm re-recording it. So let's finalize this story and explain why it is now relevant to my Beefy content. After I was absolutely positive that Keith was the person that had been victimizing me, I continued to look into Keith a little more. As I continued to look into Keith more, I noticed that there was a lot of these references to Darius Truxton. So I decided to look into who Darius Truxton was. Darius Truxton is Keith. That is what he goes by on his YouTube account. Darius Truxton is a YouTuber that creates retro game review style videos, but he also has a lot of very angry, ranting, raving, conspiracy, racist, women obsession style videos as well. I was really shocked by the Darius Truxton videos. He's quite unhinged. He doesn't really seem to have it together. This worried me even more. Now I knew who the person was. I knew that this person's behavior was extreme, and that their behavior online is also quite extreme. Not only did I find Keith's online YouTube account with his videos, I also discovered that Keith has an intense amount of haters. Keith has ops like I've never seen before, and honestly, rightfully so. A lot of the videos that speak out against Keith are in relation to his behavior. I found out that there was a lot of videos posted in relation to Darius Truxton that involved sexual harassment, that involved inappropriate behaviors, that called out his kind of unhinged attitude and behaviors. But not only did I discover all that, but in this process I discovered that Keith had been sharing my name. He had been telling people that we were in a relationship, that my oldest child was his. I found videos with my name in it. It was just completely fucking crazy. After this point, I started getting messages from other people, messages from somebody who wanted me to put an end to Keith's harassment. And when I was responding saying, what in the actual, why would you think I could have, number one, that result, and number two, why do you even assume I know Keith? This guy was under the impression that I was Keith's former partner and that I had children with him, and had hoped that maybe I could talk some sense into him, I guess. I have no idea. It got to the point where random other people were starting to message me. It was very obvious that Keith was sharing details about me, spreading stories about me that weren't true, telling people things that weren't true. I hit a point where I decided I was going to fight fire with fire. He did not stop. Even after I found out who he was, after I called him out, after I told him I knew who he was to fucking stop, it did not stop. This man continues to this day. Last message from a rando that I got and from Keith was yesterday. Yesterday was the last time this man harassed me. So I decided to tell my story to his ops. I decided to send what appropriate screenshots I could. I told my story from front to back. I was at a complete loss and I didn't know what else to do. I was hoping that the story would have been spread far and wide and that Keith would have been embarrassed or called out by it and maybe just left me alone. Obviously, that did not happen. That was 3 or 4 years ago now. Now my beef content is ending up in these various videos. My name is being posted in the comments of these videos. I'm referred to as Keith's girlfriend. It is just so wild to me that somebody would dedicate so much time and effort and obsession to so many years of doing this to somebody while creating their own fantasy world of that person. I don't even know. I'm not a professional. I have no idea what to make of all of it. All I know is that I am a 40-year-old woman, and I met this guy when I was 20 years old. And for the better part of, let's say, about 15 years, he has non-stop harassed me. Of course, now that Beef's content is now being utilized in these crazy Darius Truxton videos, Beef's YouTube, Facebook, and of course TikTok pages have now either received you know, comments or messages from weirdos asking me about Darius. So I am here from my own mouth, from my own words, setting the record straight. I do not know Keith aside from what I have already stated. I have not spoken to Keith aside from telling him to leave me the fuck alone in the past like 18 years. Darius Truxton, Keith, is a sexual predator. He preys on women. He preys on the reaction. I guess he feels powerful in doing this to women. I don't know. I hope one day he faces legal action for his behavior. His behavior is absolutely fucking unacceptable. Without a doubt. It needs to stop. Somebody needs to get this guy help. Somebody needs to put him in a jail cell. At the end of the day, I am not going to be silent. I will not remain silent. I will be heard. I will speak my truth. I will put an end to this bullshit. I will not have the safe space that I created here for beef content to be violated by some sick asshole. Beef videos were created to share an amazing cat with the rest of the world because I saw how many people he made happy when we were out. I wanted to utilize this platform and his videos to bring awareness to adoption, to rescue, to TNR, to showing that an adopted cat can be an amazing cat, a rescued cat can be an amazing cat. I wanted there to be positivity from this, and I will not allow this asshole to ruin that for me or for beef or for beef's content. I will continue to create beef content. This will be the last part to this whole story. Thank you so much for all of your beefy support. Without you guys, we could not continue to spread the awareness that we do, to share beef with the world, and we absolutely love all of you. Thank you so much, and I truly hope that you guys remain wonderfully beefy forever. Thank you guys for listening.